All right, so here's our room, and we're looking at it obliquely, so that means it's going to be in two-point perspective. And so we're going to draw our eye level on our piece of paper. It's going to be halfway up. And the next thing is a vertical line, which represents the corner. Now we have a crucial decision to make. How big will it be at the corner, top to bottom? If we make it too big, like this, it's going to look weird. So you want to make it a little smaller in relation to the distance from vanishing point to vanishing point. And as you can see, this looks a lot more like what we're seeing in the room that we're observing. So we're going to next look at the corner. This is going to be what we use to compare, to make comparisons. This technique is a new one that I want to show to you. And so we're going to see how many of those little units from the corner to the edge of the door it takes to go from top to bottom. So we're comparing from corner to edge of door, making a comparison, we call it, and we're going to see how many of those segments it takes to go from top to bottom of the corner. And in this case, it's 3. It won't always be even, but this gets you a lot closer to accuracy than just eyeballing it. So now that we know it's 3, we can make an more accurate drawing. I'm going to show you how to do this. It's called making a comparison. So you want to get your ruler and hold it out at arm's length. Make sure that you lock your elbow, because if you don't, you're going to move back and forth, and that destroys the comparison completely. So this is a technique that you're going to have to get used to. This is what it'll look like from your point of view. You're going to hold your ruler up and hold the edge on the corner, and you're going to hold your thumb at the door's edge, and then you're going to go from horizontal to vertical, just a shift of your hand, and go down that segment to see how many of those units it takes, and it's 3. And so now you can go back to your drawing, and you can focus on that corner. The first thing you'll do is make a division into 3. You can just eyeball this. You don't have to measure it. So divide it into 3, and then you're going to take one of those and move it over. You can just use a piece of paper to do this. Just mark it on a piece of paper and mark that, move it over. As it turns out, the door opening is also 1, so we have that that we can put in. And then we're going to find out how far away the window is. We make a comparison, and we find that it's 3.5 of these units over. So you're going to use a piece of paper to just mark that. So there's 3, and then we put another one up there, divided in half, and that gives us the line where the window is in correct proportion to everything else. And so that's how making comparisons will give you a more accurate drawing. I want you to get used to this. And here we have the window being 2 of those side segments. So we're putting the window in, and now we're darkening everything in because we've located things correctly, and we can finalize it. And it's much more accurate than it would have been if we were just eyeballing it.